find out about us through Instagram. I'm, as the CMO, constantly thinking about how to safeguard us from the Facebook empire crumbling and Instagram all of a sudden disappearing. Because I think a lot of companies should, if they're not already scared about that, they should be scared of that. Because if Instagram just were to disappear one day, there would go 80% of our web traffic. So a lot of people find about our brand through Instagram, which honestly, I love it because there's this whole journey that they can take on by scrolling through old posts. They can get a sense of our sense of humor and the things we care about and things we find beautiful. As much as I have a love-hate relationship with that platform, I feel like it's a really effective tool for being able to onboard someone to the whole experience of East Fork. We have process videos and product shots and customer profiles, all that. However, if they don't come to us through Instagram, we kind of have to figure out how to get them on board to who we are and what we do in different methods. And that's harder. On the website, we run heat maps and we notice that everybody's just staying in that very first screen and going straight to the shop site without ever scrolling down to read our beautiful flowery language and watch our videos. It is my desire that you click on every single link that you possibly can on our website and spend half an hour or an hour on it. Obviously, most people are coming to a product, they're coming to buy a mug and they bounce immediately. So bounce rates are certainly something that if you're not already looking at on your website, you should definitely consider tracking. It's always disappointing when you get a heat map that kind of validates your fears. You're like, I put so much work into that thing that 5 people have clicked on. Meanwhile, 32,000 people are clicking on a product that you're out of stock on. So we think a lot about how do we get this information in front of people that are just kind of casually going to the website. We've done a lot of that work through collection pages and product pages. Like on the mug page, we have a whole here's how we make the mug, and it shows you who's made the mug and where the clays come from and what machines we use. We have quotes from people who've used it. And so we're trying to kind of give that holistic picture of the brand and the products in as many places as possible. Through newsletters, where we definitely, newsletters are a sales channel for us, or a way of getting sales, but it's also a place where we can tell brand stories and share recipes and kind of onboard people to the East Fork universe. We put a lot of work into our journal section, which actually is now starting to finally get some traction. We've been doing it for a really long time, but we were never very good at getting a conversation started there. First, because Shopify doesn't have a out of the box commenting. Really doesn't make any sense, and you can't. Now we have a plugin that allows people to comment, but you can't respond to comments. Shopify was really built for easy shopping. It was not built for content. So we've had to kind of fudge things a lot on the website to make it work for us. But the hope is that you find out about a recipe that we posted and you go to our journal and you watch a fun interview with the person who made the recipe, and maybe you leave a comment telling your story about your experience with the potato pancake or whatever. This sounds ridiculous, but it is what happens. And then maybe you come back to see if someone else has a story that's similar to yours about a potato pancake. And so I think that we really have spent a lot of time developing an intentional East Fork fan base and community that talks to each other offline. We have this offshoot Instagram account called East Fork Flea, where people buy, sell, and trade old colors. And the ferocity of those customers is wild. It's so wild. They're making weird animations with their collections and doing weird midnight trading on. It's and so those people come and they read every single thing. Then we're really doing it for them. I think I see a lot of people still putting a few things on Etsy just so that people can find them, and then trying to get more business to go to their website. I think that's maybe what I would recommend, is that have something on there. And so you can, if someone's looking for owl macrame, your listing can show up. They might see your product and be interested to see more, and maybe they'll go to your website. But definitely getting people to your own platform as quickly as you possibly can is my number one suggestion. Having the ability, especially for marketing, if you're going to follow up with somebody, you want to be able to have their email address. You want them to have the experience of going to your website so you can retarget them. All those things, it's important to just have that existing on your own platform.